DS-8, and I've actually just copied the schematic and made my own board, designed it, and got it printed up. Pretty straightforward. I'll make these available also on the YouTube channel, so just check out the description. I've got a link into the files, so the Gerber files you can just download and get them printed yourself. It works. This is actually the second one I did. The first one didn't work. This one does. So yeah, we'll get started and putting some components on there. Phew! Alright, so that's the resistors done. Next, I think we'll add in the risers or the IC sockets, and then we'll start adding in some of these caps. So we'll start with that next. Alright, so we're 95% of there. So I've got to put the ICs in. I've got a couple more pots to fill. There's a 2.2 there, or a 2 mil. Alright, so I have my template now. This is for a single DS-1 drum synth. There's 3 of them, or 3 copies of it. Just in case I mess this up, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess it up at some stage. So I've also printed it on some water decal, which is this stuff here. I haven't used it before. I'm going to cut these, I'll spray it with some clear acrylic, and I'll cut them, and we'll try and stick it onto some acrylic. But the first thing I want to do is actually drill the holes in the acrylic, so I'll put this aside. Okay, so I have my acrylic now. It's been cut out to size to my stencil. And I'll get a punch and I'll mark out all the drill marks in this into the acrylic. Tape all this down obviously first, punch it, drill it, and then we'll try and stick the decal on. So yeah, I think we're ready for taping. Sweet. Okay. Dun. Decal time. Let's go upstairs and do that. Alright, so that was not fun. These decals are harder than I actually thought they were going to be to put on, but you can see after 3 tries I got it on. You can see there's a little fold there. There's a little bit of mess there, but overall that's pretty good. Managed to line up the holes pretty well. Yeah, I think after a bit of practice I should be able to get better at doing it, but yeah, we've got a front cover at least. I've cut out the holes, cut the decal out around the holes, you can see that there. And I'm going to spray it now with a second coat of That should protect it. I'll let that dry for a good hour, and that should hopefully protect the decal. And once I start putting on the pots and switches and everything else, hopefully, so I'm going to use a bit on my Dremel to route out a little section in this wood here, which the panel will fit into. So what I do is I just turn it up high. You just attach this little attachment to it. So you can see the panel will sit into the groove. I just route it out like that, and then for each side, so I'll give a really nice a nice finish. And I'll paint this some aged teak, the wood, just to give it a nice little retro feel. So I've got the wood cut out, roughed up. Just need to sand off the sides a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this top section first, then I'll sand it back on the sides just to get that nice and flush, and then we'll paint it, glue it, work out how we're going to do the base, and then start adding circuits and boards and batteries and everything else, wires, lots of wires. We'll go from there. Rightio. So I've added some wires. I've added jumper cables actually, and I've got these female plugs in the end just so I can slip those into the circuit and take them out if necessary. Just makes it easier. I've done most of the wiring except for the reverb and echo. I'll wire those up a little bit later, the on off switch as well. And now it's time to glue the case on. So what I like to do is put the sides on first. Slip those on. Like that. And then I'll add some glue to the first side there. Okay, that's good. I've got a little bit of excess on this side of the wood. Probably can't really see that. Just there. That's fine, I'll just sand that back later. I'm going to let that dry now for a few hours, and then we'll sand it back and start putting the electronics in. Alright, all sanded, nice and smooth, everything's flush, looking good. So you need to get a paint of coat now, or a coat of paint, and then the drum as well. So the drum will, I think at this stage, sit like that. It's got a little flat section here which I can add a couple of screws into, or bolts and nuts, and kind of stick it to the side like that. That's what I'm thinking. Rightio then. So I've got the drum attached. I've got battery, the main board, and the echo board just double-sided taped onto the back. And now I'm going to start wiring this puppy up.